We're going to start off here again. Dennis Capel here, Capel Horsemanship. And we're going to catch another horse, a different kind of horse this time. This horse is a bit numbed down, so we're going to approach him differently. Now, I mean, he's not responsive enough for me. He doesn't respond. He just stands there kind of dull, and sometimes that can be a quiet way for a horse to disrespect you. I think that when you suggest that they move, they need to move willingly and freely without any resistance. So even though he's not, bouncing off the walls, which is the opposite extreme of this, it still presents a bit of a dilemma in the respect issue. So before I go catch him, I've got my halter position. I've got my hand put through. This is the tie end of the halter. I'll put the part that goes over his neck across my fingers like that, and then I just loop the lead rope over my fingers like this, so I've got something to encourage or get a little motivation.
How long's your lead rope?
I don't know. This one's probably 10 foot long. And somewhere for me, 9 to 12 foot is the best length for me to use. If I get them much longer, then that's in my way. So I don't particularly want. Now, see, right now this horse is just doing what horses do. He's over there and he's not paying any attention to me. So it's tempting to just walk over and catch a horse like that because he's gentle and he'll just stand there and let you do it. But in their world, who moves whose feet is in control. So if I get him to move his feet towards me like he's doing right now, then I'm in a much better position to catch this horse than I would have been if I would have walked to him. But you see him, he come up there and then he ignored me. So I've got to do something to get that horse to give me his attention and keep it on me. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of pressure to him. He's looking outside at that other horse. Now he's moving, but he's not really moving because of me. He just happened to walk off. He's got his head down there hoping I'll ignore. He's ignoring me and hoping I'll just go away. So I'm gonna put a little bit of energy up there. He acknowledged me. Energy up. He's not responding in the way that I need him to respond. He was looking for a way out, looking for a way away from this pressure. Okay? Now if that fence wasn't there, he would have naturally just went off out the other way. You see, when he turned right there, he was pushing on me. Now he's just staying out there flat and he's ignoring me. So I'm going to put a little pressure on here. He's still just walking away. He's not acknowledging my presence. If I don't step up here and block him, he's going to walk on down there. When he did turn, he just pushed into me and kind of lulled around there. Going to act like he's going to eat a little grass, hoping I'll go away. If I don't step over here, he'll just walk on down the way and escape me. Now he's going to use the excuse of that other horse to not pay attention to me. Now, even though he turned towards me, his intent was to turn all the way around and ignore me. So again, there was the first positive change that I've seen in that horse. He turned, he looked, he acknowledged, and he had an attitude of, I'll accept your presence. This is the first time that he told me that I can't approach him. Well, the flies are fall times here, flies are everywhere. But he let me come up and touch him. I think it always benefits you if you'll spend a little time setting the stage up so you can catch them, and then when you get to them, don't catch them. That's going to help you to make it easier to catch them each time. And so again, I'll approach him. He's standing there comfortably and quiet. So I'm gonna just put this top strand over his neck, bring his nose towards me, and have him stick his nose into the halter. tie it off, and we're ready to go. So this is the way that you would catch a horse in the stall, possibly. This is the kind of horse that probably most of you have to deal with. Is not one that's afraid of you or trying to get away, but one that has learned how to ignore you. So we just set the stage so we had his attention back on us. Now we're set for a good work today.